Hey guys, we're back for some more standard here before the end of the month. Currently sitting at rank Mythic 713. Here is the most updated version of the mono red aggro deck, which I've been using. Since kind of going back to ladder after playing in the qualifier weekend, I have made some changes here. Again, this is suited for best of one. So just because there is a large amount of aggro, either the mirror or mono white aggro, there's also a fair amount of like mono black. Witchstalker Frenzy has been great. So I've been adding in 2 copies here. This is also just all the Esper Legends deck, Esper mid-range with Rafine and Denic and Shieldred, all major problem cards for this deck. So Witchstalker's Frenzy deals with all of them. The other card is that I brought in 4 copies of Invasion of Tarkir, which I've really been enjoying. Just great against all the other creature decks. And then it really, really shines in the mirror and mono white aggro. And then been kind of playing around with the numbers here of our 1-drops. So I realized that I liked Voldaren Epicure more than Phoenix Chick, and which is not to say that Phoenix Chick is a bad card. It's just it doesn't do quite as much as Epicure. Being able to create 2 pieces of plastic is really important for Godric. It's also great for fixing mana flood, which does happen. And so seeing about 1 a game feels right. You know, that extra little point of damage can sometimes be all you need to finish them. So I do like Epicure. And then I also shaved down to 3 Monstrous Rage. What I've found kind of anecdotally over many, many games with the deck is because we're running 4 Scoundrel, we do run into issues if we're running 4 of each card where we have like a Wicked roll on a creature, but we have a Monstrous Rage, and like we're not getting as much value because, you know, there's no targets that doesn't already have a roll. So shaving one of these feels like it might be the right decision. There are also hands you run into where it's basically like you've got 2 copies of Rage and you can't really connect it because they've got like mana open for removal. So it's kind of more, unfortunately, situational. It's a very, very powerful card, and it's basically, it's better than Lava Spike, essentially, which is, way back in the day doing 3 damage for 1 mana right at your opponent's face. So oftentimes it's better than that because you get the roll token from one turn to the next. But I feel like going down to 3 copies feels right. And then everything else, we've got 21 sources, which is also, I kind of nudged it up to 21 just because I didn't want to always be using Scoundrel just for the treasure token. That being said, there's a lot of spots where you can basically squeak out a Charming Scoundrel, get a treasure token, and then use that mana to do the 2-drop that you were going to do anyways. So basically you're not getting like full value out of the Scoundrel because you're just creating a 1/1 haste. Sometimes that's all you need to win, and especially early, like getting that extra body, even though it's only a 1/1 and not a 2/2, just creates so many more issues for the opponent. If you think about it from the standpoint of, yes, it's a 1/1, but you expect it to hit the opponent, 2, maybe 3 times. It's already doing 3 points of damage over the course of the game. So the sooner you have that, the better it is, at any rate. So I often find that it seems to be correct to, if you can get use out of that extra 1 mana for that extra damage, it's almost always worth it. Okay, all that said, let's hop into some games. Been trying to do some grinding of ladder today while I was at work on my laptop, so those games aren't reflected here in the stats. But just trying to keep the rank somewhat low as we come into the last couple days of the month. So you're probably viewing this a couple days later than I'm actually playing them, but yeah. If you are new here, by the way, thank you so much for viewing my content. I really do appreciate it, and it is you guys that makes the channel possible. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing, dropping a comment or a like, or sharing it with a friend. Okay, so we could definitely do Kumano here. Seeing as we're going second with red, I almost kind of like going play with fire just to get that Swift Spear off the table. It just represents so much damage over the course of the game that being behind is not great. That said, like if they tap out next turn, we could also kill it then. But I think I kind of just want to get it off the field. So it's definitely like a heads up call, like whether you want to do Kumano there. Like I wouldn't fault you for doing Kumano. Just because it grows, it's such a dangerous card in the matchup. Also, seeing as our opponent is down a card this game, because they mulliganed, if we can run them out of steam, then we can stabilize and hopefully turn the tables on them. So here, I mean, like to be mana efficient, we would go like Epicure plus Kumano. I kind of want to see if we can get like some value out of Kumano with the extra point on Epicure. But like if they have Godric, I want to be ready for it. So I think maybe I'm just going to sit, as crazy as that sounds. And then like if they don't present anything, I'll just Lightning Strike their adversary. This way, even if they have the Monstrous Rage, it still dies. Okay, so this feels a lot better. Yeah, now we can go like Kumano into Epicure, and then hold the Epicure for the next turn to go ahead and get the benefit of off it, which I think we want to do. We'll have like Rage up if we need it. We could also hold Lightning Strike, but I think I want to get some stuff on the table here. Like the problem is like if they have like Godric next turn, which is the Nightmare scenario, then like Lightning Strike does nothing. Probably fishing for it here. The fact that they topped means they've got some creature. I think without having seen the last card in their hand, we are going to want to hold this Rage. This easily could be like a Lightning Strike. Like they've definitely got some kind of interaction here, just I'm not sure what. So I think they might be holding Monstrous Rage. I guess, like, how does this play out? We play our Epicure as a 2/2, and then we can, like, Rage if they try to, like, or we can just double block. So yeah, I definitely think we play Kumano here. But I do also think that we sit back with our 1/1. Yeah, and they did have the lightning strike. Okay, so very happy to see that. So here I think if they attack with both, we use our Epicure to kill their Foundry. I think because, let's see, they've got 3 mana. We can strand, like if they draw a Godric in their hand. We do drop to 8, which is not as amazing. But I think... I guess otherwise, since it takes a bunch of mana to get Foundry going, maybe we just block the Kumano instead and just tie up their mana a little bit more. Yeah, I guess they're 2 mana away from being able to go, like, if they draw like another Foundry, getting a 4/4 going. So I think we maybe do it this way. So yeah, my guess is they're holding Mountain. Now we can start turning the tables using our blood tokens here to get ahead. And love to see that. I think I probably just want to spread everything out. They'll have a 2/2. I guess we could make a 3/3 to sit back on defense and then just get in with everybody else. Maybe that's better. Yeah, because they're pushing like 4 maximum next turn. I guess if they draw Godric, they could threaten. I think this is fine though. Okay, now we got them on defense. Yeah, and this is where the Epicures are really shining. Getting this extra card advantage is super important. Alright, so if we shove with everybody, even if they have like play with fire in their hand, or I guess even lightning strike, activate, and then 2 blocks and potentially lightning strikes, like lightning strike there, block, they take 4. If we just, let's see, if we play, then we've got lightning strike, so they take 7 and wipe their board. Okay, I guess they just, yeah. Sometimes, I guess if you wait long enough, they just concede. All right, let's get another game in here. All right, hand looks great. So I think here we just push with Scoundrel. And I suppose the question is, like, do we want to play with fire that? I don't think we do. I don't think we care. And I think Scoundrel... Let's see, do we want the token to go on the Swift Spear? For any reason? I don't think so. I think we just push with Scoundrel here. That way we can block. Now I think we just... Well, I guess we've got Rage, so we can blow them out with Rage. If they decide to block. Yeah, I think we just attack with both, see what they do. If they don't block, then we can play with fire. Although I suppose we should... Yeah, I guess they could block here. Should be annoying. I guess... I forgot that they had the first strike, and this would just make it an X2 again. So it's nice that they didn't block, because I would have... we should have done this pre-combat, I suppose. So yeah, there would have been no downside for them to block the Scoundrel there, but that's fine. And now, since they're tapped out... we can also push Rage, which I think is fine since we've got Frenzy in our hand. Now if they have like Adeline, we've got Frenzy ready. If they have like Cathar, I guess we lose a little bit. They probably want to go Adeline here, I would imagine. Okay, I guess they have Cathar. So that was nice, because now we can go Scoundrel into Frenzy. And I guess like we're happy, like if they do decide to block, that's fine. If they don't, then we'll just kill it afterwards. So we're perfectly happy to hang on to the Frenzy. Okay, Bunny is real. Yeah, I guess we just get in, kill the bunny. Now we hope to just get into like Lightning Strike or something like that. Okay, that was nice, but it doesn't really get us there. I think we hold the mountain here just in case we can filter it with Epicure if we draw into that. Unfortunately, this is going to flip. There's no way to stop it. Copper coat. Okay. Question is, do they get greedy here or not? Yeah, so unfortunately the way this works, we can't do this end of turn, because if we do, then they will just eat it with their Cathar, which is unfortunate. So let's see. Unfortunately, we don't have quite enough mana to get there. We're 1 mana short of lethal. They can't kill us in 1 turn though, so I think we just push with Soakins and then kill them next turn. I think that's the play. Because they block 1, so they do 5, 8, 10, 13, 15, 16. I guess they could potentially draw into lethal, but it's pretty unlikely. Well, I suppose if they draw Copper Coat, we die. No, they don't have enough mana. No, they do, never mind. Copper Coat would kill us. I think we go for it. And then I think, yeah, we hold the mountain. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, if we're holding the mountain or not. Wait a second. 3, 6, 8, 13, 14, 16. Yeah, I don't think they can kill us. Unless they drew very well. This one's gonna be a nail biter. Although I suppose even Copper Coat at this point wouldn't kill us. We'd do 19. And that'll do it. Okay, just a short one here today, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And let's take a look at the stats. So for this current season, we are at 69% win rate, 114 wins and 52 losses. So yeah, pretty happy with this. Let's see, let's get that ad out of the way. And it looks like the matchups here are kind of what I would expect against like mono red. It's a little bit in our favor, but not a ton. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.